Maybe some people get murdered. Oh god, I gotta write a fucking poem. I think I was going after Yuri, so we'll keep doing that. I really made a bad decision while I was playing last time. Uncanny. After image. Essence. Vertigo. We'll go with sunset. Termination. Oh, that's Yuri. Passion. I really want fireflies in my poem. Let's see. Heaven sent. Imagination. I like. I always gotta go with swimsuit, no matter what. What else do we want? Sadness. Effulgent. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna use it. Why do they always include Doki Doki? I don't like it. That bothers me. What should we choose for number 15? Blanket. Eternity. Blanket. Eternity. Clouds. Unrestrained. Boop. Graveyard. Heartbeat. Oh gosh, I'm getting way too many Sayori's. Starscape. That's an awfully mixed up poem. Lot of cross signals there. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Ah, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Huh? It's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Oh, perfect. She pointed it out. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyways? Oh, there you are. Right behind me, like always. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Oh, you're spacing out again. Ah, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything okay? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sorry shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, okay. If you say so. Worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. The conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been prepping for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica. Oh, senpai. Who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Swoon, what's up? Hey, Monica, how's it going? This might sound a little strange, because, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Swoon. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bother her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. So, sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Kikusei? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Swoon. Watashi tachi? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. I made a bad choice. I made a really bad choice. Well, I'm gonna drink more. Made a really bad choice. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. Glad I can make you laugh, Monica. I just want to see your smile. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. Yeah, that's what her poem was about yesterday. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I mean, I didn't jump to conclusions, so he should just forget about what I said. Oh, I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think too much about it for now. Oh, I'm worried. I'm really spooked. All right. Monica smiles meaningfully. I just want to brush her hair. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. She's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit down myself. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. That's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, Yuri, peering at me from over her book. She looks away just as quickly, with a flustered look on her face. She wants to know if I read those 2 chapters. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone to start a conversation of her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts. How are you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. I just hear people's voices in my head. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are the only concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Oh, I see what she means. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping it to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I'd be glad to listen. It's a big deal. Don't lie, main character. It's just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seemed a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't really want to admit it to me, so can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Come again? Sorry. I didn't mean to say anything stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time. That's all. There are things that we need to, like, exclude from anime and manga forever, and it's like, that's one of those lines. We've just been friends. We're just friends. Stop it. Stop it. You've got a declining birth rate over in Japan. Stop being just friends. And now Yuri knows that you're a cuck. So fucking... Perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Swoon, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So, you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. She may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today, too, and I also feel some concern for her, but in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Yeah, you could say that, but you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends. That's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple lady, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. No, not at all. Not at all, main character. You don't know jack shit about yourself. You're 16 or 17 or something. Not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yeah, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me, sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay. May I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back. I may as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you off to? We're just... Yuri is going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? You are absolutely correct, and with my childhood friend watching in the corner who's deeply in love with me, like walking out with Yuri, I mean, come on, main character. Oh, shit. Yuri's in a feisty mood. Holy shit. Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Swoon in club activities? Oh, what? Man, Monica, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's only because I can't chase after you in this first playthrough. Don't look at me with those sad eyes. My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Oh god, she's still got sad eyes. Oh, it hurts. Oh, please stop. Please stop, Monica. Then let's go, Swoon. Right. Oh god, this is awful. This is awful. I don't like this at all. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you could have been a little gentler. I wasn't expecting that, but, it wasn't an awful thing to say, to get across. It's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Swoon, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions. We can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say. Yuri lifts her head. Swoon, I really like being friends with you. Ha! 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 Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyways, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Swoon, do you like oolong tea? I'm actually allergic to tea, but if you could make me some cocoa, that would be great. Or if you've got like some sort of really just normal natural type of tea that doesn't have sulfites in it, that'd be great. Anything is not fine. Very well. She's gonna kill me. Whether she knows it or not, or intends to or not. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, you're absolutely right. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming to herself. You must be in a good... Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. Ha. That's great, Yuri. Just don't focus too much on one person. And maybe expand. But I mean, it's a good start. Don't push yourself. You're always worrying about me, Swoon. We've known each other for 3 days. Literally 3 days. 4 days, maybe. I don't know how many days. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Swoon, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. I wonder why that is. Your posture. Always hunched over like that while reading. Yeah, that's I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have chocolate. I brought chocolate. Oh my gosh, I've got chocolate right here too. I don't know what this is. Dark chocolate with pink Himalayan salt. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I keep hidden from Sayori's candy radar. Okay, in that case, we'll go with the espresso things that I've got here. If they've got to be small chocolates. I take it, since it will go with tea. Mira and I sit again against the wall. Teacups at our sides, as if in sync. We assume the same reading position the last time, holding one half of the book. This time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Oh my gosh, here we go. Romance initiated. I am scared. Absolutely scared. When she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, it's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Oh my god. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Why? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Don't say you're right, you insensitive prick. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? While I devour chocolate. Great. This is awful. I hate this. I hate this. I hate everything about it. Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens a book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Oh my god. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. That's adorable. Just like that. Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Swoon. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten not tense. Not tense at all. It's just adorable. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that she can't even focus now. Doki Doki, my heart is pounding. Doki Doki in my chest. This time, Yuri's watching me. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Swoon, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah. Put away the tea stuff. Yeah. All right, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Let's go with Monica, my main girl. Hey, Swoon, have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in the club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. She eats raccoons. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her head. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. No, Monica, don't look at me with sad eyes and that sad smile. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already gotten a boyfriend. Whoa. Yeah. A fictional one anyway. Oh no. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, a meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost, adrift, the sky, a victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose. We seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning, not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Fuck. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? No, she's talking to the player. Why is she always breaking the fourth wall? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Wow. Alright, let's go with my usual routine of Natsuki second to get her out of the fucking way. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah, it's about as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No. Kimochi. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Gah. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Ha 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 ha. How the hell do you elbow somebody and call that a joke? Funny joke. You stop now. It hurt. Maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wander over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heart, your heavy thoughts, in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams, and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left you long ago. But if you let me be by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Fucking tsundere bitch, making me feel shit. Ugh, fuck her. Okay, I read your fucking poem. I loved it. What? Wipe that fucking smug grin off your face. Felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first and came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. Ugh. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. It's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Wow. Man, that... Okay, then I guess I'll see what Yuri wrote about the beach. Swoon, your writing has only improved in the last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would be like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Swoon, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I've always had some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway, but books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So, when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Swoon. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Swoon. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others, but that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then fuck 'em. Yeah. Fuck 'em. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends and get free sweets. Don't ever forget that asterisk there. And I would say, I've had at least one success. Whoa, 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 main character, come on. Monica. God, you. Oh man, I really like Natsuki's poem though. If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Beach. A marvelous millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore. She's talking about tendrils again. If there aren't tentacles by the end of this, I'm gonna want my money back. Especially since I'm going with this. I'm so scared. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki told me about it already. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Natsuki said it was your idea. And you just said again. So did you... Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah. I think I agree, even though you both are contradicting yourselves. Thanks for sharing. On to Sayori. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Maybe. It's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Swoon. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Whoa, don't I even get to read your poem? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you just say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around. Oh, I really don't like Natsuki's arm. As an artist, like, it looks like her arm is... I don't know. It's just not right. It's really frustrating and really distracting. Where the heck did she run off to? Anyway, I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Yeah. First of all... and second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh. Curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. More cupcakes, yes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. And as for Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, I can't even tell now. I guess I never gave Sayuri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know, so you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? Why is she looking at me? Don't look at me. Monika's talking to you. About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Swoon. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. Yes. Yes. Is Monika suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monika's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Swoon may not like to be around if you only make her out to be a nuisance. So, therefore, she may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyways? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Swoon to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't? Just, what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a minute. In the end, I think it's up to Swoon to decide how she'd like to contribute. Besides, she hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? Yes. So I'm sure she's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Swoon, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Right. Of course. Huh. Very well. In that case, everyone's looking straight at me. Oh, of course Sayori's a fucking choice. Fuck. Save. Saved. Okay. I've been writing poems that Yuri likes. So the obvious choice is to just continue down that route. But my God, I want to go after Monika. And I'm really concerned about Sayori. Fuck. I'm gonna give this some thought. Some really deep thought. And we're gonna pick it up later. Gonna leave on a cliffhanger. I love it. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. It means a lot to me. As always, don't stop being awesome, and sweet dreams.